Okay guys, so football season is back. A new English Premier League campaign is underway and the Castrol EPL roadshow is hitting the road once again beginning 13th of August, covering various locations in Johor, Klang Valley as well as Penang. Now, if any of you guys have recently purchased Castrol lubricants from participating outlets, you can go to these roadshows, take part in a penalty contest, and you stand a chance to win Castrol merchandises that I'm listing here in the screen now. And also remember, during this period, if you purchase Castrol lubricants, you stand a chance to win an all expenses paid trip for two to the UK to watch an English Premier League game live at the stadium. Not in front of a TV, not at a bar, but in the stadium itself. So your next oil change could very well win you the experience of a lifetime. Good luck, and if you win, remember to jio me, okay? Okay guys, so today I'm at Mapes. You can see it's quite a party here because we are getting drifting lessons from Ivan Khong. So I've brought my most powerful rear-wheel drive car that I can master, my 525. Alright, and yeah, so right now what the crew is doing is that they're inflating the rear tires to a higher pressure, 60 psi. The reason being, of course, that when you overinflate the rear tires, it gets the rear less grippy and makes it easier to throw. You see, when you're doing drifting, right, what you want is you want the front end to bite, but the rear end to be really loose. Welcome back from Europe.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
Today.
Huh?
Going India today.
You're going India today? Okay, go. Alright, so guys, you can see here they've set it up to two different groups. Alright, just now Thomas is on this side. I believe how they segregate the cars based on my observation of the cars, like you have an F10 here, you have an M3, alright, all the M cars there. Then over there, it's, you know, Tana and HP are there in their E36 in the IS. So he must have segregated this side to be the high powered cars, that side will be the lower powered cars, and well, that further side will be where I am headed to later on. Alright, so I'm queuing up for my first run. I missed the morning briefing because of, well, fatherly duties. So yeah, so I'm joining the lower powered group, I'm guessing. So I'm seeing HP there, okay, I'm seeing Tana there. Chiang is also here in another of Tana's E36s.
For outside weather.
So I'm going in first run, no morning briefing whatsoever. This is all I have.
Getting too dry.
Stability control switch off.
Listen, let me try.
Going to put all the loose items away.
First gear or manual mode, and if the car has traction control, make sure it's fully off.
Okay, off. Alright.
Approach. Slow down. Turn in. Full throttle.
Wow. Oh. The drift came out too.
If you turn in and you're understeering, means your throttle application is too gradual. You need to go from 5% throttle all the way to 100% immediately. To break traction, then you can steer with the throttle.
Oh, okay. Saldo.
And proceed.
Okay, run
good.
number 2.
We can go very slow, like 1000, 1005 RPM.
Okay.
Turn in. Turn in and floor. Full power. Okay, later I'll hop into your car.
Okay, so I have a bit of a problem because the tires, because the car is refusing to break traction.
Yes,
despite my best efforts, right? Traction control
you
off.
need someone on the passenger side to balance the weight.
Transmission in sport mode.
More throttle,
And
don't
with
ease off
full
too
throttle,
soon.
I needed the almost the half circle before the car was ready to break traction. So the conclusion is that Actually, right now, I'm dealing with too much grip on the car from these Bridgestone RE004s. So maybe my solution, if I want to get anything out of this session, is that I must go down to less grippy tires.
You were anticipating the tail coming out, so you ease off already.
Let's try one more run, huh? If I still can't get this to brake traction, I think I am going to swap
Alright, next car.
Swap the tires. Alright.
Slow. Turn and full throttle, full throttle. Keep it pin. Okay, counter. Don't ease off the throttle.
Oh!
Slow down. Okay, come, try again. Come on. The moment you break traction, you ease off the throttle, the car will straighten. So just keep it pinned. If you spin, you spin. Never mind.
Okay.
Slow. Turn in. Full throttle, full. Maintain. Slow down. Just now when you keep it pinned, you can feel the tail coming out, right? The moment you lift off, it will straighten already.
Yeah.
Don't lift off. Slow down. Turn, keep your right patch. Full throttle, full. Maintain. Your car, you need to really keep it pinned.
Yeah.
And then steer with the steering.
Alright.
Okay?
Okay.
Ready and go. Full throttle, full. Maintain throttle. Control the steering, maintain throttle.
Amazing, man. This car.
Alright, good.
Is amazing.
Stand up. Okay, next car, go. Come slow. Slow.
Okay.
Full throttle,
Immediate
full.
verdict. RE004s have too much grip for drifting.
Slow down. Back on, you need to pin it like here for the tail to keep sliding.
Alright.
Okay, go slow. Turn in, full throttle. Full. Pin it. Don't ease off. Off only when you feel the tail is going to overtake the front. If not, you maintain throttle.
Okay.
Come on, ready? Hey, hold on. Okay, go in slow. Stick on the wet patch. And floor it. Down and floor it. Okay, maintain. Alright, slow down. Okay, you try flooring it and see what happens. Counter. next car.
All right, this chassis control is natural control. It's fantastic. It takes a bit of effort to overpower the grip at the back, even though I'm running on Pirelli Cintratos, which are a lot less grippy than the RE 004s. But yeah, it's very easy to catch and control the drift. But I can't help but feel that if this was the 3-liter 530i, yeah, I think I would be sliding a lot easier. But right now, this one is plenty of fun already. So reflecting back on the weekend's experience, I have to say the first takeaway that I have was that the E39 chassis, it's such a well-engineered piece of art. It came from a time, let's not forget, it came from a time whereby electronics are still at their relative infancy. Okay, so it feels as if when I switched off the traction control, there remains a high level of controllability to the car. It's like BMW tuned this car to handle well without needing traction control, and that the traction control system is just added on as a safety net after that. Whereas today, most cars, many cars, if you were to disable the traction control, some of them, they feel practically undrivable. In that sense, the stability control system is integral to the driving experience. Whereas here in the E39, the control system it functions more like an additional safety net on top of what was already a fundamentally well-engineered chassis. Now, the biggest challenge that I had in getting this car to sustain drift is really the transmission. Even in steptronic mode, even in manual mode, the transmission's self-preservation instincts kicked in, and well, it just instinctively upshifts. It upshifts on its own, even in manual mode, which disrupted the drifting and caused the car to straighten and self-correct. So yeah, so I found the best formula most of the time was to put this in sport mode, transmission in D sport mode, just full throttle, and that allowed me to sustain the drift for at least, you know, half a cycle. The car straighten up, then release the throttle, slam it again, get the car to brake traction, and go. And what really caught me was how controllable, how balanced the car is, even when it's sliding. There's just so much communication going on between me and the chassis that gave me the confidence and the assurance that, you know, and the assurance that, you know, I can kick the tail out and catch it back. Of course, I also feel that the 2.5 liter engine has just about the right power. Maybe if I had a manual in this car, it would be easier to get the drifts out. But perhaps what would really be great is that I have the M54 3-liter engine up front, that with 310 Newton meters of torque, I think even in second gear, and of course, you know, slightly less grippy tires, the car will sustain its drifts better even on second gear. Yeah. So that's the takeaway of the drifting class. Great, hugely enjoyable day out. Highly recommend to any of you guys out there with a rear-wheel drive car. Yes, it's not cheap, but then again, right, I would say that the money spent is a relative bargain, considering the amount of knowledge that you get you know, that you receive, you share, you experience with the car, to be able to push your car to its limits in a safe and controlled environment, which helps you improve your daily driving. It improves your chances of regaining control of your car in the event of an emergency. All right, so that is priceless. Alright guys, so after a day of drifting, this is what's left. A set of brand new MC6 tires for review purpose lah. So actually I timed the change of the tires to coincide with the end of the drifting class.